Welcome back, guys, to our Project Cars 2 Variety Championship. We are at Texas Motor Speedway in NASCARs, so this is going to be quite a good race. First of three, here we go, we're off. Everyone away well into the first corner. Oh, Jay Houston, bang into the wall, takes out Neo Stig with him. Neil Farmack gets collected in that as well. Major incident on the first corner, we'll get the replay on that. Right, here's a replay of the start on board with Jay Houston. Let's see what happened to him. So looking at his mirror there, there's a big rear mirror. There's Neo Stig behind us. As you can see here, there's no contact. Jay's oversteers into the corner, bang, into the wall, spins round once and a half, and has to rejoin. Now let's watch the start from Neil Farmack's point of view. We see Jay Houston on the left there in the green car. Look at him, Jamo's ahead. Jay Houston goes off towards the wall and bang, and then hits Neo Stig, and then we have nowhere to go. Bang, up in the air, nowhere to go at all, and then we have to rejoin. And now here's the start on board with Neo Stig. Here we go, we're off. You see Jay Houston ahead, Jamo goes to the right, and then Jay Houston's back of the car, steps out, bang, into us, and then, oh, Neil's nowhere to go, onto the catch fencing, and onto the side, and the car rolls back over, and off we go. Bits of bodywork everywhere. As everyone else through the first corner, Cyrex, TY, Stevie, close as that. Bidster further back, because Bidster and Neil had to start at the back because they won last time out at Austria in the Super Trofeo car. So Bidster won and Neil was second, so they started from the back. So Bidster chasing Jamo here. As I look further up, Flapper attacking Keith now into the second lap out of 30. Around the banked first corner, and there's contact. Flapper hits Keith. Gives Keith the hip and shoulder and says, I'm coming through, sunshine, and continues on. Keith losing speed now. Jamo taking advantage. Bidster can't quite take advantage. Bidster and Neil hadn't had much warm up prior to this because they weren't allowed to qualify, so not really any practice for them as such, but not doing bad. Neil and Blakeney working their way back through the field back here. Let's have a little look at, there's Flying Flapper. Let's have a look at Keith with Jamo and Bidster around him as well. Where the camera, there we are. Oh, Bidster's in the wall. Bidster's gone into the wall there, unlucky for Bidster there, made a little error. Meanwhile at the front, Cyrex in the lead by 1.5 seconds now from TY. There he is behind with Stevie closing up. We'll keep an eye on this. So it's TY with Stevie behind. TY takes the wider line, Stevie goes inside, but the thing is you've got the outside will gear better run onto the straight as he does. So Stevie has to keep behind for now. Stevie's got to try and close up. Meanwhile, looking back down the order, I think we've had another little incident further back. Blakeney's 10th, Jay Houston's 9th, Neo Stig in 8th, return of Neo Stig after a couple of weeks of absences. Stevie's having a look at TY now, closing up for Team Green. Round, and TY again favouring that middle line, outside line, but it seems to work for TY. Cyrex pulling a gap. Flapper trying to close up onto the back of this bunch here. Meanwhile, Jay Houston and Blakeney are quite close on track. There they are. Blakeney for Team White got shuffled back earlier on in this race. Neo Stig running as an independent in this championship because he's not been able to make each race. Running a bit further back there. Let's check out on TY and Stevie's on the grass. Where's TY gone? There he is. So Stevie makes a mistake there. Flapper goes through to second place. Will TY be able to keep the speed around the outside? No is the answer. So Stevie has gone further back. Let's go back to TY and Flapper. Looked like they were quite close. Flapper just in the turbulent air there, not getting as much of a good run. And here's the two Team Green cars. Jamo's ahead of Stevie now. Stevie's lost out in that. So Stevie's starting to go backwards, but let's see if he can pass Jamo. Jamo goes into the wall. Stevie says, thank you very much, I'll take that. Blakeney says, do it again, I want to get past. But no, it's not Blakeney actually, sorry, it's Bidster. Blakeney's a little bit further back than I thought. So Bidster cashing up to this bunch now. As we look further back here, Blakeney, oh, takes out a corner marker while he's at it. Jay Houston goes up and starts riding the wall. Blakeney just stays behind. There's Stevie there in front of Jamo now. Jamo versus Bidster for 6th place. Looks like it's going to be a good battle. This Bidster goes to the outside. No, Don't think there's going to be a way around the outside, but he's going for it. He's going around the outside. He's going to try and keep the run. Oh no, he's in the wall now. Too much speed into the corner. Bidster hits the wall now. Unlucky for Bidster again. Not quite finding the rhythm in this car. There's not much of a bank into this oval on this one, so it is quite hard to get the rhythm up. So there's Jay Houston in 8th place. Oh, Neil Stig having a torrid race in the background, rubbing the wall. Neil almost a lap down. As there's your leader, Cyrex. Is Neil just in front? As we look back at Keith, he's on TY's case now. Keith going very well for Team Black in this, hauling the points in for Team Black. He's slowly starting to catch TY. All it takes is one mistake in these cars and you go back a hell of a lot. And there's TY proves there, hits the wall. Keith could not do anything to avoid him there. Stevie's about to join the party now. Stevie closing up lap 10 out of 30, so 1/3 into this race. Stevie keeping tabs. TY again favouring that outside line. Will it be good enough on the exit? The answer is no. Keith's up the inside, so is Stevie. There's Keith and Stevie side by side. And Stevie takes advantage of both of them and goes up into 3rd place. Keith 4th, TY 5th. Meanwhile, oh, I think that's Jamo closing up to the back of them as well. So it's about to be a little 4-car train heading into turn 1. There goes Jamo with TY just ahead. Good stuff. Bidster just behind, sliding the car around that corner. Just about getting to grips with things as Stevie. So that's Jamo, sorry. Jamo goes up the inside of TY up to 5th place. TY back down to 6th now with Bidster on his tail. Bidster versus TY on an oval. This will be new. As we go round, TY goes wide. Bidster follows him. Bidster goes to the inside. Will he be able to keep the move on the outs? Or will TY be able to keep the speed? It's going to be close. Still, Bidster's just ahead. Bidster just ahead. Gets the place. And into turn 2. Gets the move done. So TY falling back now. There's Bidster. He's on the case trying to catch Jamo up. Let's have a look at Jamo now. There he is. In the Team Green car with Keith just ahead. Cyrex is doing very well in this as well. Still a 4-second lead on Flapper in front. Meanwhile, everyone else a little bit more spread out, but we'll keep with this Jamo Keith Bidster battle for now. So Jamo and Bidster there, and they're catching up to Keith. Let's just have a check out in front there. Stevie. How's everyone doing further back? There's Blakeney for the other car for Team White. A bit further back, Jay Houston for Team Yellow. Again, only one person for Team Yellow this time. This time it's Jay, and Footman's not here. So Footman absent from this race, and so is Seek as well. Seek 1 and Lil Yama absent as well. Both choosing to play Destiny over this. So hopefully see them back next week. As Jay Houston now closing on TY. Houston closes on TY. TY keeps to the inside, keeps low. Jay Houston going high. Oh, Houston cuts back to the inside. TY goes wide. Houston goes through. On the inside, will TY be able to get the extra run? No, he won't. Houston up into 7th place. Jamo and Bidster running together now. They're still as close as you like, and so is... oh, sorry, I thought I saw another gap, but no, it's Jamo and Bidster still running close together. See if Jamo can keep ahead of Bidster, keep him off. Meanwhile, Keith's just in front of these boys. Let's have a look at Keith. There he is. There's Jamo, there's Bidster. All through shot. Camera, little vibration of the camera because of the glorious V8 sounds of these cars. Such a shame that the modern racing's going electric, but because the noise of these cars is unbelievable. Oh, Bidster just taps the wall there, just gets a bit carried away with the speed and just taps the wall. Meanwhile, Blakeney and TY are close now. So, oh, TY's got passed by Blakeney, so Blakeney's through past TY now. And who's that behind TY now? I think that's Cyrex, the leader. Yes, it is. Cyrex, the leader. Let's have a look at Cyrex. Here he is. And the camera, there he is. Purple car in the lead. So Cyrex leading the way from Flapper. Wait, there he is. Flapper in second for Team Blue. the sole person for Team Blue in this race. Jamo with Bidster still behind him. Still can't find a way past Jamo. In fact, he's finding it hard to actually catch up to him. So Bidster struggling on this one. Not getting the points in he needs for the championship. Meanwhile, Cyrex is doing just what he needs to do. 4.5 seconds, almost 5 seconds ahead of the whole field. Really got dialed in with this car. Driving it well. So keep an eye on the Bidster. Jamo. Oh, Jamo hits the wall! Jamo hits the wall and Bidster goes straight through. Says, thank you much, Lee, I'll take that. So Bidster through into 5th place. Jamo unlucky there to hit the wall. So unlucky there from that point of view. As we watch Jay Hewson now. Jay Hewson 7th place. He's putting in some decent times, I think. Oh, and that was that in the background. That was Blakeney in the wall, I think. Blakeney's off. There he is. Rejoining. Cyrex is coming up. Watch out for the leader. So Blakeney gets lapped by Cyrex. Cyrex goes through, showing us all how it's done in this around Texas Motor Speedway. The next race will be at Indianapolis and the last race will be at Daytona, so it's the track that varies and not the cars in this Variety Series Championship. 1 week it's fixed, it's the same 3-car and track for 3 races, and then the next week it is 3 different tracks or 3 different variations of track and the same car class. So let's have a little bit, let's have a look at TY, see how TY is doing. Oh, there's Neostig. So Neostig's just had an off as well. So TY, oh, TY's had an off. TY's not moving, I don't know where TY's gone, he's off camera. So I don't know what's happened to him. You see all the other cars going through, but we can't see TY. Let's try and get an on board, see where he is. Oh, he's in the middle of the track, that's what it is. He's on the inside of the track trying to recover. So here he is recovering, waiting for a gap. He's reversing down the track, sensible stuff to actually get the car turned round. So well done to TY there. Just gets rejoining, but he's a good lap or so down now. So unlucky for TY there. He's on. Right, he's on board with TY, just about to start lap 20 now, and this is what happened to him at the first corner. He ordered him to spin, goes wide in. See the lock he's got on. You can just see the amount of lock he's got on. He's trying to get off the wall, and then he keeps that lock on, trying to get off the wall, and then all of a sudden it grips, and then bang into the wall. Round we go. Start pirouetting. Now we're facing the wrong way. We've got traffic coming towards us. Not a good time to try and turn around. Wait. We'll wait for a gap. Still waiting. So decides to go a bit further down to try and spin the car round without jeopardising everyone's race. Dipping the clutch, spin around. Whoa, can't quite do it. Now he's sticking out into traffic. Gotta be careful. And yeah, finally gets a turn. Oh, almost turn round. Still traffic coming through. And there we go. We're finally recovered and on his way. TY there. He's only on lap 20, whereas the leader is on lap 23. Here he is. Cyrex. Cyrex in the lead. 5 seconds ahead of Flying Flapper. Stevie is 3rd. Hoping to, and I think he's about to lap Neil Farmack as TY in the background getting lapped by Neil Farmack. Did I just say Keith Farmack then? Oh, I just put my teeth in. There we are. Neil Farmack gets lapped. Whoa! By a sideways Stevie who hits the wall and Neil goes back through. Neo Stig's off as well, so cars everywhere in this one. People struggling to keep control of the cars. Jay Houston there in 6th place. Just keep an eye on Jay. Going well, trying to catch Jamo here. He's only a few tenths behind Jamo. You can see the gap there, visually getting closer. Let's have a look as we go across the line. Start lap 24. Cyrex is just about to start lap 25 now. There he is in the background. As Jay Houston and Jamo go at battle. Team Yellow versus Team Green. Neostig just ahead. Running independent. There's Houston. Trying to keep the pressure on Jamo. Just trying to force him into a mistake. Just keep the pressure on. Keep him there. Keep in the toe. And don't hit the wall like you just did. You need to keep circulating round. TY and Neostig are still quite close in the back at the back of the field. But we'll stick with this 5th and 6th place battle for now. As the two of the most closest cars on track. Oh, Jamo's gone round. Jamo spun. Oh no, Jamo went round there, so I don't know what happened. So something happened there. but we'll get some replays on that. There's a replay on board with J-Use and Jamo ahead of us. The back end's just about to step out. There he goes, and then two other cars in the wall, smoke everywhere, and J-Use just managed to go straight through the middle and avoid it all. As we rejoin Neo Stick at the back, there's TY as well, so they're battling out for last place. Meanwhile, Cyrex is on lap 27, so we're going to keep an eye on that as well. Everyone's really out of order in this one. Everyone's out of sequence as Bidster and TY decide to go wall riding, unfortunately. So Bidster 7th, still struggling with the car. Blaney's closing up in 8th now on his teammate, so we'll keep an eye on this as well. So here comes Bidster coming. Oh, Bidster's in the wall! Bidster, big mistake into the wall, and rejoins 8th place. It's not like Bidster this. Obviously, he's still not used to the oval yet. He's not had enough practice on this track by the look of it. Whereas Blakeney, his teammate, is one of the. Oh no! Blakeney just commentator's curse. Blakeney goes round. Blakeney's gone round on the start-finish straight. Oh, there he is. He's rejoined. He's respawned there, so he's rejoined there. So everything's all good. Phew! That was a close one. Here's a replay of what happened with Blakeney on lap 26, started 27. He just loses the back and just misses his line, round into the wall, and then round again. Everyone else looking to avoid him. There goes Bidster to his teammate, and now we're facing the wrong way. This isn't good, but then luckily the game respawns us very nicely down at the bottom, and we rejoin. Close one. Whereas Stevie there, let's have a look at Blakeney rejoining, make sure he's not gonna. Yeah, he's getting out of the way of Neil. That's good. So moves out of the way of Neil Farmack as we now have a look at Cyrex. There he is, our race leader on lap 29 out of 30. Just one more time round after this for Cyrex and he should take a win. I think it's his maiden win with us. Yes, it'll be his maiden win with our group as he comes round to start his last lap now. There's not many other battles on track at this point. Oh, in fact, there is. There's Bidster and Jamo. Jamo's upside down. Jamo's upside down. We will get some replays for sure. And contact. He goes right in the air. Keith hits him. And then J-Usen gets involved as well. I think that's J-Usen. No, it's Neostig. J-Usen avoids it. So does Stevie. Carnage on this last lap. Here's on board with Jamo on lap 28. This is what happened for him. See Neil Stick in the mirror, and then bang! We get hit, catapulted round, and Neil Stick spins round. We're going backwards at 100 mile an hour plus. Jamo doing well to keep it steady, but now he has to turn around, wrong place to do it, and then bang! Bang! Completely upside down. You see here, we're upside down. There's nothing we can do about it. We're completely upside down, and we're about to get another whack in a minute. Wait for it. We're about to get another whack. Boom! There we go! Up in the air. And boom, that would have been a massive spinal injury. And again, hit again, and we're gonna go backwards. Everyone else avoided him. Very close indeed. Oh, so close for Jamo. Well, there's Neostig. Here's the view from Neostig on that incident with Jamo on lap 26. Neostig goes wide, goes for more of a line in, and then comes up as Jamo just loses back end, and then bang, round we go, pirouettes. And then we're facing the wrong way now. We're trying to rejoin. Here's another view from Neo Stig just after he's recovered. Watch the black car. Boom! Hits Jamo in the air, starts flying, and Neo Stig comes towards him as he rejoins, and then over we go again. Roll, 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 and we're down on the ground. And car's missing us by inches, but then we recover. Here's a view of that on board with Keith, just going around the second corner, and then tries to go to the inside. Bang! Too late. We're sliding. Blakeney goes through, recovering, and then as he gets on the power, he spins round again. Unlucky there for Keith as he spins it back round. There goes Stevie for third, and Jay Houston for fourth. Here's on board with TY. This is what happened in order for Jamo to get on the roof himself. You see him going backwards, misses Flapper, and then bang! We have nowhere to go. Hits him, and then Bidster just avoids us. Here's the Bidster eye view as we look, and there's Jamo going around, so he goes to the inside, and TY comes up and up and up, and whoa, we just miss him and just tap the wall. Whoa, good reactions there by Bidster. And the award for most avoidances in a race goes to Cyrex. As we get a slow-mo now, we see ahead, Stevie just avoids and Jamo's there. Stops, Cyrex just through, avoids Neostig as well, and you see there ahead, Keith spinning round and then just has to go wide to avoid Keith as well. Bear in mind that was at 130, 140 miles an hour. But here's Cyrex about to cross the line for victory. Well done, Cyrex, good race win there. Cyrex wins. Flying Flapper's going to come through in second place. Everyone else is crossing the line, so I'll give you a rundown of the order once they've all crossed the line. So they're all crossed the line. I think Jamo's still no. Jamo's got going now. Jamo's got back going after getting catapulted in the air. TY coming through there. Neostig. So once everyone's crossed the line, I'll give you a rundown of the positions, just so everyone knows what's happening. Oh, and there's Neostig going off right at the last minute. So. Right, we'll pause it there because that's everyone's crossed the line. Cyrex about to do it again. So your winner was Cyrex. Ignore that. Cyrex was the winner. Flapper was second. Stevie third. And then Jay Usain in fourth. Bizter back down in sixth. Not a very good race for him. Keith fifth after that incident. Could have got a third. Jamo after going on his roof in ninth place. And everyone else, as you can see there on the board. So thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next time. Take care.